Yeah, that episode that it's the one that I was mentioning to you that was related to social media. So first of all, had you already watched it? Did you know about this?
No, teacher, not.
Did you like it?
Yes, was very interesting. And I think weird because she did a lot of things just to please people. And also how her happiness depends on others.
Yes. What do you think, guys?
Yes, yes, teacher. How scary that real life was like that. Because I mean, um, something well, because that some things depend on the score that people give you, like in the video, and how some persons even create fake personalities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is 100% true. Ale, do you want to add something, or Sophie? Before I'm gonna add
Uh,
something. Yes.
yeah, actually, I think that Tanya said the right word, interesting. I think it was pretty interesting. Yeah, I think it's pretty interesting how they show us like how they depend on, you know, technology and how they base their personality and everything they do around that. I think it's pretty interesting.
And the reason why I chose this, and sorry, Sophie, do you want to add something?
Yeah, I saw like interesting the way that they try to show us like how she lost everything just in a few moments, and I think this happened a lot in real life.
Yep, 100% agree with that. It's actually very interesting, and that's why I like it because actually I saw some, well, not something like this, because clearly the episode it's a little bit more exaggerated. Because one of my best friends, I think he no longer cares about that, but because we're older, but he was getting like quite famous on social media. So I remember that once he was given a call and he was told like, hey, we're gonna give you like a free ticket to go to the premiere of this movie. And then he went there, and when once he was there, he was asked to sign on a list, and on the list he was listed as an influencer. So sorry, wait. So I thought that was very interesting because oh, I was like, so you're, I mean, because of that, you're gaining like privileges. And it's interesting because if you pay attention, a lot of people that have become like famous nowadays, they have become famous because of social media. And the only thing is that, again, as you saw on the app that they're showing, everything seems perfect, everything seems great. It's the other side when nobody talks about, where it gets kind of ugly. And that's what I like about the video, because even though of course they take it way too far, um sometimes I wonder, are we far away from that? Because I think if there are places, I think it's in China, or I don't know where they have this social media and it works a little bit more like this. Like depending on the ranking that you have and stuff like that, you might get certain benefits or you might not get them. So I mean, I think I heard that. I'm not really sure, to be honest, but I think I have heard that somewhere. So in a way, we're moving towards something like that, where if you're like an influencer, you're gonna get a lot of benefits, and if you're not, you might not get them. And it actually happens in a way, because now, for example, depending on the credit card that you have, you might have access to the VIP room in the airport. But if you don't have that specific type of credit card, then or yeah, like that specific credit card, you don't get to the VIP room. So, well, the first time that I watched this, it to me it was pretty shocking because I was like, oh my God, this is, I mean, in my opinion, this is not far away from our reality. I hope it is. I mean, I hope we don't get there, or at least not when I'm alive. But yeah, because I don't know if, I mean, most likely I'll be like a 3 point something or less. I'll be considered like a sociopath or something like that because I don't think I'll be getting that much of an improvement over there. Okay, guys. So well, that was the video. I hope that you liked it. It's self-explanatory, and now we're gonna start with the debate. Okay, so let me go ahead and well, no, I don't think I have to share anything. Okay, as you know, let me just explain the rules real quick.
Teacher,
Yes, tell me.
what happened with Fauri?
Oh, Fari, remember Fari told us that he's starting like what this thing, I forgot the name in English. There is this thing that is whenever you're like around 15 years old that you do, that it's related to it's a tradition from Catholic believers. Let me just double check on that. Wait. Because it's the thing that I forgot the word. Wait.
It's because he has to start with the introduction.
Oh, well, I don't know if he's gonna be joining anytime soon because I think he actually told us last time. Wait. Let me double check because I forgot the term. Let me double check on the term because it's something related. It's something religious.
La confirma or something like that.
Yes, the Catholic confirmation. That's what he was going for. So yes, he told us, and I think he actually sent me a message. Let me double check where it is because I think he did. Um. Yeah, no, yeah, it's that, and no, he says that, well, what he told me in the message that he sent me, it says that he might actually get here almost like 7:50 or 8. So I think that it's better if we start without him. I think it's only for Mondays, but yeah, I think so. I think it's better if we start without Faudi. So what do we do?
I don't know. I don't know if Sophie can start.
I have my part, so
Yeah,
I
and
can
I have my
start.
part.
Yeah, but the first one that talks is Fabri, so I don't know.
Okay, don't worry. Let's do this. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna come up with something, and then we can go ahead and start with your part. Okay. Just in case,
Okay,
I did bring a few questions that I'm gonna be asking, and the idea is to get an answer from both the party that is in favor and the party that is against social media. Okay. So you ready?
Teacher,
Yes, tell me.
I have a question.
Uh,
Just you can do questions
no.
or
Anyone.
okay.
So yeah, so if you wanna
Okay, okay.
throw a question to the opposing party, you can absolutely go ahead and do so. There's no problem at all. Okay, ready? Okay, let's go for this, guys. Let's see how it goes. It's gonna be our first debate. Not the last one, but our first debate. So let's see how it goes. Okay, guys. Okay, so good night, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're gathered here. We're together to go over our first debate in regards to social media, where we're going to be discussing whether people should be joining social media or whether they should be avoiding and running away from social media. Today we have our panel, which is filled by this knowledgeable people. So on the opposing side, we're going to have I think it's Tania and Alejandro on the opposing side. On the side that is in favor of social media, we're gonna be having Tam and we're gonna be having Sophie. All of them are gonna be presenting their stand there over there to explain. In this case, Tam and Sophie are gonna be ruling in favor of social media and telling us why we should be joining social media, while Tani and Ali are gonna be doing the opposite and telling us why we should not be joining social media. Okay, guys? So without any further ado, let's go ahead and start right away with that. Okay, guys, I'm going to give the mic to you. Who wants to start? Does the opposing team want to start, or do the other group want to start? Who wants to take the mic to present their statement in regards to what, why, or why shouldn't we join social media? Or what are the benefits?
Sorry, I want to start with my part.
Absolutely, Safi. Go ahead and present your claim on why social media is beneficial for most human beings.
Okay. Self-expression in other order of things, it gives more equal opportunities, as everyone has a chance to share what they want, but also to express their thoughts in different kind of areas, like politics, culture, and economics. And with it, many people can group with a specific aim, and that's the way social media creates the potential to make even just one person be able to persuading others and having the power to change companies and institutes. Now, networking. Social media can be a valuable tool for building professional connections, finding new job opportunities, and expanding one's professional network. For those people who want to start a business or are already undertaking one, can have the chance to advertise their products and services, which would make many other clients get closer and be like interested in these things you are offering, getting your business off the ground and having greater results. Then I would like to put a very interesting example. Imagine someone who wants to start like a company without social media. As a past, they didn't have tools to start alone. Many people can tell you it was very difficult to progress and achieve the goals that they want to make real because you don't have the tools to share to the world what you are creating. So, social media can catch those people who, for example, are interested in working inside your business, making it way easier to have employees and expand the dream you had, which would end up being possible to be achieved. Next up, connectivity. Sorry. Social media provides an easy and convenient way for people to connect and communicate with friends, family, and loved ones, regardless of geographical distance. This can help individuals feel more connected and engaged with their social networks as you connect with many people. You can create new forms of interactions and you can even create more relationships relationships sorry with other people. And that's it.
I think I can continue with a little part of, with my part. Okay, and information sharing. Social media provides a platform for people to share information, news, and ideas with a large audience. You can make these new people you are in touch with, be aware of what you like or just by sharing your thoughts or your actions in a very easy and fast way. As many tools give you the opportunity of sharing very creative content, basically. On the other hand, you can notice the recent situations that have been happening worldwide and take precautions if there's something that will maybe affect you. Still, also you can enjoy the entertainment either first and be a part of great events that are being promoted. Additionally, it has an interesting impact on education, as there are more ways of increasing interactive among students, thanks to the chat rooms and platforms that are also incorporated to provide practices and important tools to access information easier. And that's all for the moment.
Thank you so much, Tam and Sophie, for presenting the claims for people to join social media and the benefits that they will be getting. Now we're gonna move to the opposing side, which is Tani and Ale, for them to present why people shouldn't be joining social media. Okay, Tani or Ale, who wants to start?
Me.
Go
So, hello everyone. Like the host, teacher Luis said, Tanya and me are going to present our arguments. We are from the opposing team, and we're going to tell you and try to explain you and make you understand why do we consider, from our point of view, that social media is something pretty dangerous and that it can have a lot of bad effects on people from any age. So I'm going to let, well, my teammate Tanya start with this part, that is um, indicators that social media may be adversely affecting your mental health. So, Tanya?
Okay, good afternoon. First, I want to say that at the first time, social media can sound great, but also have a lot of bad things and can affect your mental health. So in the indicators that social media may be adversely affecting your mental health include: first, spending more time on social media than with real world friends, comparing yourself unfairly with others know on social media. For example, you have low self-esteem or negative body image. You may even have patterns of disordered eating, experiencing cyberbullying, or you worry that you have no control over the things people post about you, being distracted at the school or work, having no time for self-reflection, suffering from sleep problems. For example, the light from phones and other advices can disrupt your sleep, which in turn can have a serious impact on your mental health. And finally, worsening symptoms of anxiety or depression, rather than helping to alleviate negative feelings and boost your mood, you feel more anxious, depressed, or lonely after using social media.
Okay, now I'm going to continue with something that is actually a real problem for people of all ages, but I think mostly for young people. And it's the fact that social media is addicting. We all know it. It's like, for example, when you're playing a game or accomplishing a task, of course you seek to do it as well as you can. And once you succeed, your brain will give you a dose of dopamine and other happiness hormones, and that will make you happy. Of course, that's something normal. But the same mechanism, for example, functions when you post a picture to Instagram or Facebook. And when you see all the good notifications or likes and positive comments, well, you will subconsciously register like a reward. And that's not all. Social media is full of these kind of mood modifying experiences. And I think it's something very dangerous, of course, for all people, but even more for young people, because when you're young, you, I don't know, you experience more these little things. And I think that it we can make you more propense to being addicted to social media. And it's something that it can develop a lot of problems like uh, low self-esteem, like depression or anxiety.
Okay, now I'm going to talk about self-image issues. It's something that I think happen a lot. Well, social media sites provide tools that allow people to earn others' approval for their appearance and the possibility to compare themselves to others. It can be associated with body image concerns, and they're called the self selfiolics. Selfiolics. And people who spend most of their time posting and scrolling are the ones most vulnerable to this. In fact, most college girls who use Facebook at least five times a day are likely to link their self-worth to their looks.
Well, now I'm going to talk to you about that is something that is actually really sad, and that is a problem that is increasing more right now than ever, and is the relation that social media has with cyberbullying and suicide. Of course, sadly, the concept of social media can take a toll on young minds, and suicide remains among the leading causes of death of children under age of 14. In most cases, young people die from hanging. And suicide rates among 10 to 14 years old have grown more than 50% over the last 3 decades, according to the American Association of Suicidology. Suicide rates among children between the ages of 10 and 14 are very low, but are creeping up, according to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And where do I want to get with this? I think that it's pretty obvious that cyberbullying is something that is more important now than ever. And it's because something that it was more than a problem before for all the people in the world. Now it is even more because the bully have more tools to harm their victims. And we are seeing that reflected in a lot of children, in a lot of students, in a lot of teens that are suffering from mental health problems and from self-esteem problems. And I think that is something that, yeah, it can be changed, but most of the people are not doing something big to try to change the mentality of the young people that are being bullies and that are committing uh, these things to other people. So I think it's something pretty important, and I think it's one of the biggest arguments to be against social media. And by now, this is, well, our main arguments.
Sorry, guys, I was muted. Okay. Sorry, thank you very much, both of you. Does the side on behalf of the social media want to add something, or should we jump directly into the questions? Okay, let's jump directly into the questions. Okay, this one goes for it can be for any of you. It can be any of the two parties who wants to answer. Okay, how long? No, sorry. We know social media has been around for a very long time. So when do you think it started getting as strong as it is now? Or what do you think actually created this boost for social media or for people to join social media?
Well, I don't know if we can start.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I think
Sorry, the question is for both sides.
Yes, it can be for both sides.
Okay, sorry.
well, I think that maybe probably all of us know that in the beginning, social media were created and mainly used on computers a long time ago. But then with the creation of cell phones like we know them today, a lot of people started using them more frequently, sorry. And today we have a great big variety of social media, of different apps that we can use. Of course, we use a lot of them daily, probably, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even WhatsApp. So I think it was in the moment that people started using more cell phones than
Mhm.
before, when it started to get even more important for society.
Okay, thank you, Ale. Do we have anyone from the side in favor adding something?
Teacher, I can say something.
Of course, you can always say something.
Maybe when the people could see the connection that they could have with others and the information that they can find.
Okay. Okay, now next question. How does social media affect mental health? How? What does it does? What does it do to people or to, yeah, to people's mental health? How?
Um, has I well, I'm not sure if I said before, but when you compare yourself with other people and that makes in I don't know in extreme case, sorry, in extreme case, that people can um can be uh, depressed, and I don't know how to say it, um and sorry, um gonna suicide.
Commit suicide?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this question goes specifically for this party that it's in favor of social media. Can I improve my mental health through social media? If so, how? So can I make my mental health better? How?
Um, okay, social networks share like an idea of things that, okay, they can often be seen like good or bad. This often changes make people change like the vision of the things, and with this they can acquire like the necessary knowledge that can help them with their psychological problems or get out of them. Okay, there are like social networks that just are used well, they are used to to send help for people who really need it, and I think this is very important to remind.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes, socializing and meeting other people, because some people feel sad, maybe, and in the social media you can interact with others, basically.
Okay, okay, that could work. Now the opposing team, what do you think about what they just said? Do you agree with that? Or do you think that they are bluffing?
Well, about interact with others, I mean, yes, but also can be dangerous and be a lot of time with social media that not always are the reality. Also can be dangerous for people.
So you're saying they're not telling the entire truth.
Sorry?
So you're saying that the party in favor, it's not entirely telling the truth.
Well, um, yes, I'm not.
Okay? You can elaborate on that?
Because I mean, yes, but you, I mean, can be dangerous for you spend that a lot of time on social media that isn't the reality.
Okay, not fully convinced, but okay, let's see that. We're gonna move to the next question and see how that goes. Okay, so this goes for the opposing team. Okay, opposing team. Social media, it's supposed to only help connect people. However, they are asking for a lot of information from their users and also using a lot of information generated from their users. Okay, what do you think about that? Do you think that they meaning social media, they have a secret agenda, like secret plans, or mean they meaning things they are not telling? Or why do you think they're asking for so much information that shouldn't be necessary?
Well, I agree and disagree at the same time because I think that even though they don't have like a secret agenda or secret plan, I think it's something that is not morally correct. The fact that they obtain that much information from us, because I think that in a lot of times they use it, well, let's see, in some way, they use that information to sell it to some companies and to, well, of course, we'll know it that they use that information to reproduce ads that can be maybe useful or that we can get interested in. And that provides the money, and that is something that is how it works.
Mm-hmm.
That is how the thing works for them, and that is how they get money from us when social media are free. So basically, our information is like what we are paying, and I think that is something that is actually not morally correct, and I think it's bad in some way.
Okay, so you think it's not entirely correct. It's not morally correct. I think that's the way that you phrase it. Okay, Sophia or Tam, do you want to elaborate on that? What would you say about that? Why are you asking for so much information when it's just to connect people? Do you have a secret agenda?
I think they don't have like a secret agenda, but maybe it's important that they have a little about your information for knows what you like and I don't know, things like that.
Okay. So, then that leads to the next question. Would I be in danger if I join social media? That goes for whomever wants to answer. Would I be in danger if I join social media?
I think danger is actually a very big word, but I think if we start thinking about it, yeah, you could be in danger because there's a lot of people that doesn't have good intentions on social media. Maybe people that can't uh you know start doing cyberbullying to you, start saying rude things, and even to try to you know uh maybe steal money in some way or information from you. So I
Mhm.
think that you could be in danger if you are not totally prepared for what you can find on social media.
Okay. Okay, this question goes for the side on in favor. Okay, by now we already have Faudi as well. So Faudi, you can elaborate on this if you want to. We also have Tam and Sophie. Okay, guys, so you were saying that joining social media it's safe. I get that. However, my question is the following. If your main goal is to only connect people, why are you making social media more and more addictive? So people spend more and more time on social media. Why? Because people could just connect once a day for a few minutes or a few hours, but there have been cases of people who spend more than 10 hours on social media. So, and you still work on making it more and more addictive. Because, for example, Facebook gets renewed super soon. Like every now and then, there's like a new update or something. Instagram as well, even the icon change, etc. And now we even have TikTok where you can create quick videos. So, if your goal is not to absorb people, just to connect people, why is that it is getting more addictive? Why are you making it more addictive? This again, this is for the side in favor of social media.
Well, good evening, teacher and classmates. I couldn't connect because I had other things to do, but now I would like to answer to your question. I would say that and based on what the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health says is that um social media is a tool that, if it is correctly used, it promotes three important stimulations for our minds. The first one is the social well-being, then the positive mental health, and then finally the self-rated health. So incorporating it as part of our routines has a positive impact. Why it turns out to be very addictive to many people, for many people, it's because the way they use it, because of some problems that are developed that they developed during the road. One of these is the one called FOMO, fear missing out, of the fear of missing what your friends do, what they posted. These are like some diseases that some people create in their minds, but it is because an excessive use, as you mentioned. But it also depends on how the person behaves, because it also means that, as in everything, we have to give a rational use to things. You can't eat too much water, or a few of it, because then you will suffer from problems. So you have to maintain a balance, as in everything. So social media is um a way to make people stay in touch, be communicated, and many of the things that my classmates said, my mates said. So, to be precise, as if we are mindful users, um social media, the routine, the constant use of it may not in itself be a problem. On the contrary, it would stimulate our mental health, as the University Th Chan of Harvard says. It could be beneficial.
Thank you, Faudi. That was a really good answer. Then this question goes for every single person that we have over here, like the people in favor, the people against. Should people limit the amount of time that they spend on social media? If so, which amount would you recommend? Which amount of either hours or minutes would you recommend? Yeah, I'm gonna start giving the mic to the people that are against social media.
Teacher, can you repeat the question, please?
Absolutely. Should people limit the amount of time that they spend on social media? If so, which would be the recommended amount that you give?
Well, I think so, because you also it's not just spend your time in social media. Also, you spend your time in your life. I mean, if you if you are connecting a lot of time in social media, you um um you lost time of your own life. And about hours, I think um um 2 or 3 hours.
Okay. How about the team in favor? Should people limit the amount of time that they are on social media? If so, how much should that amount of time be?
Well, I think many people blame social media, but I think the problem is really the way people spend their time on them, and the way they use it.
Mhm.
So I agree. Well, yeah, and maybe I recommend, I don't know, 30 minutes or 1 hour.
That's per day.
What?
Is that amount of time per day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Okay. So now, sorry,
It's just for check. It's just for, I think it's just for check your things and so about.
okay, no, that works perfectly. Okay, now that's gonna take me to my next question. Okay, guys. Do you think that a minor should be using social media? Yes and no, and why? Do you know what a minor is?
I don't know.
A minor
Sorry.
is a person who is under the age, under the legal age in a country. In this case, 18.
Okay, thank you.
You're most welcome.
And this question goes for both teams,
It goes for
both
both teams.
sides.
I want to hear exactly. I want to hear both the opposing side and the side that is in favor.
Well, I'm going to give my opinion.
Mhm.
Actually, I think that it can be allowed, but it must have a big supervision,
Mhm.
of course, of the parents, even more than now, because now it's pretty normalized that, well, everyone has social media and it's fine. I think the parents should take more care about, well, their children's or their sons and daughters and be have
Oh,
a big you know precaution on what are they seeing and monitorize them more. That's what I think.
Thank you, Ale. I don't know if Tanya wants to add something or if we should move to the team in favor.
no, I'm agree with Ale.
You are agreeing.
But I mean, I think when he talk about supervision, I think that's right. But a lot of time, it adults or parents don't supervise their children's, so can be dangerous also because social media and social networks have a lot of bad things, and yes, that's all.
Okay, thank you, Tani. Okay, Tam Fabri, do you wanna elaborate on that? Do you wanna do something or say something about this?
Well, I would say that minor people are also allowed to using them. Well, they are the kind of the population that uses it the most. This from this range, the youngest people, because well, this is like the trend of these days, using social media as a way of enjoying their daily lives. So it is important, but also it is important to give it a rational use, to have a supervision, because sometimes because of their normal behavior, they tend to be more like exposed to many risks that they can face. So it is important to have some supervision, some adults that would supervise them, because sometimes they can't control the things they do. So it is important to give also that the platforms would um, give like I don't know, a control of it, something that would control the things they do, to prevent many bad consequences to appear.
Yeah, you have to be very careful when you use social media, but I think that doesn't mean that they are bad. But yeah, if it's necessary that they be supervised.
Thank you. And just one final question. Which social media, if you had to close one social network, which social network would you close and why? And this question goes for the four of you. There are many, as you know, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, we have TikTok, we have Facebook, we have, there's LinkedIn, there is, I think there's one called Tumblr. There's this one, the new one that I think is pretty new, Be Real, I think is the name of it. There are many over there. So if you had to close one, which one would you close and why?
Well, I think none of them. I wouldn't close none of any of them. For me, each one has a special thing. Each user knows why he or she uses it, so they can enjoy it. Sometimes they may, if one of these platforms closed or yes stopped like continuing its services, many people would argue about it because they may be like they may have generated a kind of um they value sometimes what they see and what they do in a specific platform. So I would say I wouldn't close any because for me each person knows why they use it, the one they use. So for me I wouldn't.
Okay, you're not fully answering, but okay, let's move to the others to see if they have already made up their mind about which one they will be closing and why.
Um, well, in some part, I think that I'd say the same thing that Fabri does, but if I had to close one, no doubt it would be Twitter.
Twitter.
I think it's like the most toxic place on earth, and if I thought I use it, it's because I like to talk with people with the same interests that me. But it has a really horrible part, and it's really big. So it would be Twitter, yeah.
Thank you, Ale. That makes sense. Okay, we're missing Tani and Tama.
Well, honestly, I just have Instagram, so I don't know how Twitter, anything about Twitter, and I don't have TikTok, and well, probably I closed that because in my case is I spend a lot of time, and I don't know, I think that um don't have has the rest, or well, yeah, the rest of social networks don't be don't have a reality things, and just the people post um I don't know, attractive things, but isn't real things. And yes,
You think, Kitani, that was really good? Okay, well, now we're gonna move to Tam for our final answer of the night.
okay. I just have Instagram too, but I was heard that Twitter was toxic, so maybe I closed Twitter. But honestly, I think if you use the social media in the way form, I don't know, it was okay. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be okay.
Okay, thank you for your answer, Tam. Okay, guys, so with that, we are officially closing our first debate ever in regards to social media. Okay, now out of the characters, how did you feel? Did you like it? How did you feel? Just in case I was asking some tough questions, because not to attack you, it's just because that's the idea of the debate, to make you think critically, to see your point of view, to see your stand, to see what you can tell about that. But tell me, how did you feel with it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? It's fair if you hate it. It happens. It's so, but how did you feel?
Teacher, I like it a lot, honestly, but I think it's because I like the item, so that was interesting.
Okay, that's really nice to hear. How about the others?
Well, I think I like it. Actually, I'm pretty bad at debating on English, but I think it was pretty interesting.
Okay, and you did a good job, Alice. So you're not that bad then. Or you're no longer bad at it. Thank you. Okay, now we're missing Tanya and Fardy. Well, Fardy, you joined at the end, but I don't know if you want to add something. And Tanya as well.
Yes, interesting. Um, I like do it again, and it's my second debate. I mean, all of my life because and the third one because my first one was about I don't remember about um why I don't ecotourism. I think because I study ecotourism, so was about it. But that debate was interesting.
Yeah, I'm very happy to hear that you find it interested. Fardy, do you want to add something?
Well, I couldn't participate, but I like this kind of activities that you have to defend your position and like have strong arguments that would like fight against the ones that are the opposite ones. So I like it a lot.
Okay, thank you. I'm happy that you all liked it. Even if you didn't like it, I'm happy that you still committed to your role and that you were either defending or attacking social media. So thank you for that. Okay, just a few comments that I wrote over here. Whenever you're taking a test such as TOEIC or TOEFL or any of this, it's important to play with the different grammar structures that we know. Okay, why? Remember that these tests, they are looking to see or looking at your English level directly. So they want to see how much you know. So the idea is that you're able to create sentences in different structures. So for example, I don't know. Okay, let me see. Ale, give me a question about anything. Don't worry.
I don't know. What do you think about spaghetti?
About what?
I don't know. What do you think about color red?
Okay. Okay,
I don't know.
that's an interesting question. Okay, cool. Thank you, Ale. Okay, then my answer could be, I believe the color red. It's a very pretty. It's a very nice color. It's really pretty. It's also the color, and it has been the color of one of my favorite brands, in Formula One, which is Ferrari. There are also some shades of red that I don't like that much, but that I did like in the past. Okay, but also, and I know that I will continue liking red for quite some time. Is it my favorite color? No, it's definitely not. However, that doesn't take away the fact that it's a pretty color and that you can still add it to many objects and many things, and it has a very important meaning because it can have the meaning. Some people relate this to love. Some people have related it to other things such as blood or murder or stuff like that. But at the end, the meaning that you give to this color is the one that really matters. That was so much papaya. I know, I'm sorry. But I was playing with it because I don't know if you noticed, I was using different structures. I use future, I use present perfect, I use simple past, and I use simple present. I use 4 different tenses in just one answer. So if they were to listen to my audio, they would say, okay, this guy knows how to use simple past. He knows that there is present perfect and he knows how to use it. And I used it both in first person singular and in third person singular. And they also will notice that I know how to use future and simple present. Okay, so just a simple answer, I was able to use 4 different tenses. And that's exactly what they're looking at. They need to see if you what tenses you master, which structures you can use. Also, they're going to be looking at the range of vocabulary that you have and stuff like that. So these are things I need to consider. That's why I was telling you the idea of these activities, the speaking activities, it's pretty much for you to be able to tap into different tenses. If there is a tense, we're gonna be going over this. Probably want to start scheduling some quick topics or quick overviews about these topics for you in the next classes. But if there is a specific grammar topic that you believe you're not completely confident about, please let me know, because then we can go ahead and revisit that here. Maybe if you don't understand how to make questions in present or future or past perfect or past perfect continuous or any of those, please let me know, because again, the idea is that the more tenses that you use in a sentence, the better. The same for the writing part. This type of whenever sometimes they just ask you, oh, write a small paragraph about this, I don't know, about your city, describing your city. If you kept the whole paragraph in simple present, they would be like, yeah, maybe it's well written, but the person is not using anything aside from simple present. So this person probably doesn't know simple past, doesn't know present perfect, doesn't know future, doesn't know future perfect, doesn't know models, doesn't know. There's so many things they might say that you don't know just because you kept it in simple present. So all these things are just small tips and tricks that you can start inserting into your either way of writing or way of speaking, and that's gonna help you get a better grade whenever you take again TOEIC, TOEFL, Trinity, Cambridge, or any other or any other language test. Am I making myself clear? Am I explaining myself? Yes or no? Yes, okay. Okay, that with that, I'm gonna be concluding with the topic of social media. We're not gonna talk about social media for quite some time until we get to this speaking sessions, because I believe there is someone who will speak about that, but I'm not sure yet. I don't remember. Anyway, okay, guys. Now the next topic is one of my favorite topics ever. Like, I I don't know, I'm obsessed with that topic. I think it's such a cool topic. And the topic is traveling. We're gonna talk about traveling. So just to start, I'm gonna ask you this. Right now, think about the place or the country or the place, if you want to choose one specific place that you wanna visit the most. For example, if I said, okay, Fauri, I'm gonna send you, don't think about the money, just think about the place that you wanna go. I'm gonna send you there with everything paid. Don't tell me yet, think about it, and let me know once you have it in your mind. Don't say it, just let me know, okay? Yeah, if you're are you ready? If you already are, maybe you can put the thumbs up icon in your screen. Okay, if already is ready.
Teacher, it's just that because I didn't want to ask, but exactly what I had to do is because I didn't listen to you.
Okay, okay. What you have to do is you need to think about the place like that you want to visit the most. Okay. For example, in my case, I'm gonna give you my example. In my case, one of the places that I want to go the most, like I dream of going, is Iceland. Like I really want to go to Iceland. So Ali, if you could go to any place in the world, where would you go? Don't tell me yet, just think about it. Whenever you are ready, let me know, Ali.
I'm ready.
Okay, now what you're gonna be doing is the following. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes exactly to go and start looking for information about that specific place. And you're gonna when you come back, well, when you come back, you know, because you're gonna be here, but when the time's up, you're gonna tell me at least 5 different interesting facts about that place, okay? Without telling me which is the place, okay? So for example, let's say that, I don't know, okay, let's play with Costa Rica. So let's say that I never say Costa Rica, but I say, okay, people there eat gallo pinto. People there say pura vida. There are a lot of waterfalls in the country. There are a lot of beaches, and people are usually very nice. So I have 5 facts, and then you will find out that it is Costa Rica. So go ahead and do research about this. Let me set the timer real quick. Okay, there you go. 5 minutes, as you can see on the screen. And when time's up, you're gonna be presenting or giving us those 5 facts that you found about that specific place. They can be more than 5, but 5 is the minimum. Okay, in regards to the place that I selected, I won't tell you right now what it is. The idea is to see if you can guess. Okay, so this place is located, this country is located in Asia. That's the first one. It's very well known for the way that they treat elephants. Okay. Besides that, they have, how can I say it? They have a royal family and they adore the royal family. Like it's very important for them. Then around 95% of the people in this country are Buddhist. Remember, Buddhist is a type of religion. I think that was number 4. And let me see which is the other one that I was gonna choose. Oh, they have a golden statue of Buddha. And it's not just a golden statue, it's the largest golden statue in the world of Buddha. Okay. Which country do you think it is? Any guesses?
India.
No. Close, but not there.
I would say Thailand.
Yes, it's Thailand. That was very good. Thank you, Faudy. Okay, who wants to go now?
Maybe me.
Dale, dale.
Okay. It's located on Asia. It's
Okay.
well known for its large technologically advanced cities and also as well for its natural beauties. It's also well known for its capital, which is the most populated city in the world. Uh, its population is known for its level of cleanliness and respect, and their culture has had a great expansion on America and Europe in recent years.
I think I know. Guys, where do you think it is? And any guesses? Well, I'm gonna guess. If you don't want to guess, I'm gonna guess this one. I want to try. Japan.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
At the moment that he said for their technological advances, I was like, yeah. And then he said cleanliness, I was like, okay, yes, Japan. Everything was just throwing me about Japan. Yes, yes. And the
yeah.
food, oh my God, the food is so amazing. I love Japanese food. So good. Thank you, Ali. That was great. Okay, who wants to go next?
Well, I would like to continue.
Go, go, go.
Well, in this country, it is the country where 54 million people live. They are very well known as being very humble people, and they have something that many countries don't apply. That is that they try to be always grouped. They want to be together always, and they don't emphasize in individualism. It is also well known for having 50 national parks, and the world's place, or the place that is more visited when we're talking about safaris. It is located in Africa. Um, it is of course very hot. Their normal currency is called shilling, and their national animal is the East African lion. And the first woman to ever win the Nobel Peace Prize was from this country. And finally, this is the home of the world's best long distance runners, the ones that have broken many well, that have won many competitions when talking about long distance competitions.
Jamaica
No,
or no?
No, no,
like
because
marathons.
yeah, and he said that it was in Africa.
Also, I would like to add that they speak over 60 languages.
Any guesses, guys? Yeah, I'm gonna jump into it. Kenya.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. I didn't know how many languages is that they speak. I didn't know that. That is very interesting.
Over 60.
Over 60 languages. That is so cool.
Yes, and something very interesting. I liked it is that they have a lot of natural places to visit, and I can like it a lot.
Yeah. No, and it's been one of my dreams to actually go to Africa and see like lions in their natural habitat. I'm obsessed with lions. Like I mean, lions, panthers, all of these like they're families of the cats. I love them. They're so pretty. They're really, really amazing. So I've been dying, and even zebras and giraffes and everything. I think that would be really cool. Thank you, Vardy. That was very, very interesting and very difficult to guess as well. I was like, because I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know a lot of countries in Africa. I know Africa, it's a continent, but I don't know why. Probably because I haven't done much research on it, but I don't know a lot about like the countries within Africa. That was very, very nice and very eye-opening as well. Okay, now we can go for Tani or Tam. Who wants to go now?
Well, I think my place is easy because I choose is very easy things.
Okay,
So, okay.
go.
First, oh, let me see. If you visit that place, you can find pyramids in specific places. Eh, they have the they have the Virgen de los Ángeles, Virgen de Guadalupe, sorry. Eh, they make a great festival for the Day of the Dead. Usually they love spicy food, and they say that they have the best tacos.
Yeah, I think we all know like which is the place that you're talking about. Okay, guys, who wants to say it? Oh my God, nobody wants to say it. Then I'm gonna say it. Mexico. Have you ever been to Mexico? Tam, you have never been to Mexico? Oh, okay. You're gonna love it. The food is delicious. People are nice, and it is very nice. The only thing is that the capital, Mexico DF, it's a little bit hot or too cold if you depending on when you go. But it's really, really nice, and there's so many things to see.
Yes, teacher, and I want to taste the food.
I mean, I love food, as you know. I'm obsessed with food. That's one of the reasons why I went to Mexico, and it's amazing. It's really, really amazing. I in Mexico was the first time that I tried the famous chilaquiles. I love them. I mean, the ones that I tried there, I love them. They were so, so good. It's great. You're gonna love it, and I hope that you can go soon. Hey, Tani, go for your country. Tell us, which did you pick?
Well, I don't know if I can choose that one, but well, are located in Western Europe. The national anthem is the oldest in the world. The government focuses on green energy. Was the first country to legalize same-sex marriage, and is the lowest country in Europe, and is one of the happiest countries in the world.
Oh my God. I like that you're saying very like key aspects of the country, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm a complete ignorant because I have no idea what you said. Most of the things that you said, I was like, that is so cool, but I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, guys, any guesses?
I think in English it's called Switzerland. Uh,
What do you say, Ale?
I'm not sure. Teacher, can I teacher, how can I say Swiss in English?
You say what?
I'm not like
I'm sorry, guys. It's cutting out. Let me deactivate my camera. Sorry, I deactivated my camera to see if I can hear you better. What were you saying, Ale?
in English.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, teacher, but
What?
I don't understand,
Ah.
Ale.
Yeah, okay, no, then it's not me. Okay, I thought it was me. Sorry, it's because I heard him like cutting out. Okay, there we go. We just lost them. I thought it was me, and I was, oh my God, my internet is failing again. And that's why I deactivated the camera right away.
Teacher, I don't know. I don't know if I can choose that.
Why?
It's
It was
because
great.
I um I don't know. I want live here there. Sorry, and I select for that reason.
No, but I mean, everything that you said sounds amazing. I mean, if I could go and live there, I would go and live there. Everything sounds great. Like you were talking, I was like, no, I was living for it. I was like, this is such, I don't know. I was like, I don't know which is the country, but like it sounds so cool. Okay, I think Ali's not there yet. He's connecting audio. Let's just give it let's just give him a minute. Okay, Ali, you're back. Back again. So what were you saying, Ali? You were cutting out, so we couldn't hear what you were saying.
Yeah, no, what I was going to say is how can I say in English Switzerland? I think it was Switzerland or something like that.
Switzerland, yes.
Swiss. But I'm not sure if that was a country because I was just saying like we're trying to guess.
Okay, Tani, is it Switzerland?
No.
Okay, any other guesses, guys?
I would say, as she mentioned, it is, I think, one of the lowest countries in Europe. So Netherlands, I don't know.
Yes.
That was
Okay.
Pauli, that was really good. That was really good. That was a really good guess. Okay, yeah, the Netherlands. I mean, I've never been to the Netherlands, but I have heard beautiful things about them. So, Tani, I hope that if you can go and live there, I mean, go for it. You could actually study there. I mean, you could take a master's or something there. And for you guys that you're super young, I forgot the name, the British Embassy here in Costa Rica, they have a scholarship that they give for masters to study in Europe. It's called Chevening something. I don't know. Chevening scholarship or Chevening something or Chevening program. And they if you qualify for that and if you get the scholarship, they pay the entire thing. They pay the masters, they give you money for housing, meaning for rent and stuff, and even money for you. So it's an amazing program. So if you can go for it, go for it. Because you're young, you deserve it. It's for a master's. I mean, yes, go for it. Okay, guys.
Teacher,
Yes.
sorry, what is the name?
It's the Chevening. Let me write it in the chat. I'm not sure if that's the way that you write it because I haven't looked for that, but I can look for more information about that if you want Chevening. No, wait,
Okay, thank you.
Chevening scholarship. I think it's that. Let me see if I find something real quick. Okay, here we go. Okay, I found something. Let me go ahead and send you what I found right now, so you can have it right there. And this one is the one in Costa Rica, so it could actually work for you. I'm adding it there in the chat, in the chat of the meeting, and I'm also gonna send that in the other chat in case that you want to have it there so it doesn't get lost. Okay, there you go. Chevening, that's the way that you call them. Yeah, I added an A. That's the program. It's for scholarships. It's really good. You can get more information. It's great. I mean, consider it. I think it's a great opportunity. But anyway, guys, I'm not gonna take any more of your time for today. I'm gonna let you go. Remember that on Wednesday, we're gonna have a quick listening quiz related to some of the topics that we have talked about. It could even be traveling, who knows? And yeah, if you have any questions or concerns. Nope. Okay, well, in that case, I hope you have an amazing, amazing night. It was amazing to see you as always. Take care, and I'll see you on Wednesday.
Good night, teacher. Thank you.
Good night, teacher.
Bye,
Take
teacher.
care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.